Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. It is July 12th. We didn't have one last week, so I'll probably have another one next week just to get back on schedule. Um, but yeah, not many people here tonight, just me, Jackson, Saber. Hero is babysitting his nephew, and Tom is in Ohio right now, and he doesn't have his stuff with him, so he can't be on.
So you're stuck with me and Jax and Pelican.
Yes.
That's right.
So yeah, so it's actually been 3 weeks since the last podcast. So there's a lot of stuff. But before then, what have you guys been doing?
Playing Digimon. I have burned 1,200 calories today playing this fucking game. But that is a gift and a curse because I forgot to eat. But I have a good video because I filmed all the stuff I was doing. So yeah, that's coming tomorrow for my channel. Be sure to subscribe and watch the video. Also, chat, whoever's watching this, what's a good upload day that you think is like a good day to upload? Because I want to, Saber is my mentor right now. I don't care if they know this. Saber is coaching me. He's like in my corner. He's like Mickey. He's like, yeah, kid, we're gonna get your YouTube channel back up, son.
Yeah, that's like, Mickey Mouse too. Like,
come on, Rock. You need to knock out that Apollo Creed. Yeah, come on. Yeah, shit like that. So that's what Saber is. So what's a good day? I want to see names, dates. Just tell me day. Give me a good day. Fuck, I am so hungry. Shit, I should order another one then. Let me just order another one of these watches. Just
Emily's song said Fridays. Enough said.
Fridays, but people go out on Fridays. They have lives. I learned that.
People who watch YouTube don't have lives.
Yeah.
You guys, see, like, I was talking to a friend about this, and he was like, I wouldn't put it on Friday, because, you know, like, when people get home, they're like, oh, I'm going to go clubbing and shit, bro. And I'm just like...
Yeah, but what?
They can just go out and club on Friday night, and it's just like, who stays home on a Friday night to watch YouTube? What loser does have
people who work during the week, I guess?
I know, right?
They're like, people are just like, I just want to stay home.
I just want to stay home. See, what's good is like all of us are like introverts in a sense where it's just like I just relax at home with some friends and stuff like that, and I can enjoy it. But then there's people like, man, I go out, bro. I go have a life and do all this shit.
Dude, like this is why this is gonna sound awful.
Right.
COVID was one of the best things to ever happen for YouTube. Where And I know it sounds like I completely like, I mean, like the economy and lives and wow, I should have put lives and then the economy.
You should have said lives first, mister.
You ever see that meme where it has like a meteor about to hit like the dinosaurs and then
I was like, oh no, the economy.
The economy, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I noticed around March where it's like, holy shit, these numbers are exploding. Everybody's at home watching YouTube. That's why Minecraft blew up during 2020 and turned out folks like Dream and other folks. So like, I don't know. I know that there's more, but like,
yeah, Among Us blew up during 2020.
Among Us.
Dude, I laugh at our friend group how we were late to the party where like it was like 2 months after Among Us started to finally like decline popularity. We're like, let's play Among Us.
Remember when we used to play Fall Guys?
Dude, we played that for like a month. I played Fall Guys for a month, and then I played Phasmophobia for like 4 months, and then Among Us ever since.
For a second, I thought you were saying I played Fast and Furious for a month. I was like, what the fuck?
Family, dude.
Family. Yeah, what were we talking about that?
You'll talk about it. I didn't see shit, but I accurately called the after credit scene.
Oh, yeah, you did.
There we go. Okay, so I'm seeing Wednesdays. Oh, it is Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah. Wednesdays, fine.
Saber, what about you? What have you been doing?
I actually I've been wasting a lot of my time. I've realized that there was a game I got really hooked into called Enlisted, and I played it with like BVids and DB Matt and Rob Bob, and I enjoyed it. But like I realized like a few days ago, I played all day Saturday, played it most of Sunday, And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not getting work done. Like this is a huge time waste. Where I'm like, and I told Laura this, where I said it's gone beyond being a hobby. It's become an escape. And I deleted it off my computer. And I know it sounds so juvenile, where it's like, give me the Game Boy, and it's like, oh, get this back when you're done with your work. But I'm like, nah, that's not how I want to live my life. I don't want to be playing games and not doing stuff. So
good man.
So this morning,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying this morning I woke up, went to the gym, came home, got work done. It was a fucking good day. Today's been a good day. So I'm like, yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Let's go.
I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome.
I know this Friday you have something big coming out.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was Friday.
So now I have Drunk Recap Space Jam coming out this Wednesday because I don't want it to compete with Space Jam, as weird as it sounds.
Oh,
yeah. So I figured, like, let's get it out because the algorithm, I imagine, for the marketing for Space Jam will be really picking up around like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I want to ride that, but I don't want to directly compete with Space Jam. Not saying we're kind of in the same realm, but I figured, like, I'm kind of catching that wave. We'll see how it goes. And I'm really excited to see what folks think of it because the project's essentially done. And I mean, I'm very proud of it. Space Jam Drunk Recap. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Jax is getting his camera reset. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just like your camera was frozen and now it's constantly loading for some reason.
Oh no. I'm just gonna order another one of these watches. I'm too fucking tired. There we go. I'm hungry. I don't have patience. Fuck. Okay, there we go. I need to order some food. I'm gonna pass out. All right, go get it on with the show, boy.
All right, let's get on with the topics here. So
I deleted it. Fuck me.
By the way, our Twitter handles are right there. You can ask us stuff on Twitter, and we'll do stuff on the second half of the show where we'll answer questions.
What if we just had a really violent threesome on camera on YouTube? What would they do about it?
What?
I had nothing.
Why did you ask that?
I was watching this clip of these like Nickelodeon actors on set. I forget what show it was. I think it was like one of those iCarly Victoria's show, one of those shit like that. And then like the one with Ariana Grande. So that one. And she's hugging this guy, and then the goth girl shows up, and she starts hugging the guy too. And then she just randomly says, like, "What if we just had like a really violent threesome when the camera started rolling? Like, what would they do?" It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh god, Victorious. That's what it was. Yeah, that was hilarious. I'll post that on Twitter later.
All right.
Lamb, you sit your ass down.
Well, I guess while Jax figures out his camera, we'll go ahead and go on. The first thing is Fast and Furious 9. I went to go see it.
You went to go see Jurassic World sneak peek.
Yeah, that's actually why I went. But I'll talk about that after the movie. But yeah, Fast and Furious 9. While I was dog sitting for Saber, I watched through the rest of the Fast and Furious movies, because a few years ago I watched through like the first 3 movies, and then like earlier in June I watched 4 through 6, and then I watched 7, 8, and Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, silly. Those movies get silly as well.
Yeah.
The first one's fun.
Yeah, the first one's fun. And like they get sillier, but they can get pretty fun. I mean,
yeah, they're like fun, but like there's a part where I guess like you really have to just get on the ride, because there's a part where it's like, man, they got fucking rubber bones and indestructible shirts and shit like that.
There's a point in Hobbs and Shaw where like they're breaking out Hobbs, and like They start using rubber bullets on him. He's like, "Rubber bullets, bitch, please." It's like, oh my god, this is written by a 13-year-old.
Wait, wasn't that in part 8? Wasn't that in part 8?
When they're
because you said Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, Hobbs. Yeah. When because Hobbs was in prison. But
remember, like Hobbs was in prison, and no, he wasn't. I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw, but remember he was in prison Fast 8, and they were gonna have their fight, and he was like, "I will beat your ass like a Cherokee drum," and then they had that whole jail fight. You remember that in part 8?
What the fuck is happening?
It sounds like it was Hobbs because I remember like specifically Hobbs. I remember specifically like Hobbs and Shaw were like in prison together.
Okay, so that was part 8. I know that for a fact then because that's the one I saw. Hobbs and Shaw was like
I did watch these back to back, so they kind of run together.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair, especially when The Rock like stopped doing his accent and just turned into The Rock. So it's just like because like in that movie, he literally it's so ridiculous. The Rock fucking like goes over to this stone chair in his prison, breaks it off and starts curling it like I'm such a fucking badass and shit like that. And then like Jason Statham's just in his other chair like, "Oh, I'll beat your ass, mate." And he's just like, "Boy, I'll beat your ass." And so like then they have this big fight and then The Rock is just like fucking Superman. But do you know this a stupid like kid thing that got going on in those movies?
What?
Okay, so Vin Diesel and The Rock and Jason Statham can't really not Jason Statham, but like they can't really lose a fight in their movies. They have it in their scripts that if they can't get beat up too much, like they always have to win the fight, like where they're fighting, or they have to like have the person escape or like have something to escape. They cannot lose a fight in their script. Like it's just like, oh, I can't let myself lose. It's just like, bruh, how old are you? Y'all are like acting like fucking 4th graders. Like, come the fuck on. It's just like, I can't lose a fight in this movie. It's just like,
wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So one interesting thing about Fast 9 though, is that there's like a flashback because like the whole thing is like John Cena is like the main villain in this, who's working with the generic Eastern European rich guy, very generic, and like John Cena is Dom's brother.
These are dad movies. These are dad movies. I'm watching the scene right now where the Samoans fight. I guess like.
Oh yeah, that's the Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. That's Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, that's Hobbs.
They're like family and the guns are offline. Oh, the guns are offline.
Saber, go look up the scene where The Rock fucking breaks out of his cast and is like, "Daddy's gotta go to work."
Right?
And fucking flexes his arm. He just like magically healed my arm by flexing, and now I'm going to get this fucking helicopter machine gun and shoot down all this fucking thing.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I see him. He's looking out the window with his big old cast.
Yeah. So but Fast 9 with John Cena, like. The most interesting thing is actually the flashbacks that they do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like the flashbacks with like Dom's the brothers and like like Dom basically blames his brother for his dad's death, who died in a race.
Remember he had that big dramatic scene in the first movie about it when he was talking about it. It was like, I kept beating this guy with a wrench. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, so they show that in this, and interesting fact, the speedway that they shot on is actually the speedway that AC Race Best announces at, our friend AC Race Best. So that was neat, and they actually show it quite a lot. I was like, oh, interesting. Like my friend actually announces at that track.
Irwindale, by the way.
Irwindale Speedway.
Sounds like some Lord of the Rings racetrack.
Irwindale, yeah. Or Billy and Mandy Irwin. But yeah, like there's a lot of crazy stunts. There's a point where a car goes off of a bridge of like a bridge that is about to fall, like a drawbridge. Not a drawbridge, like one of those like rickety bridges you see in like jungles and stuff. It goes off the edge.
The wooden ones.
Like the car shoots a grappling hook onto like the edge of the like one of the ropes of that bridge, then like swings off the bridge and goes onto the cliff, and then they roll off and they're somehow fine.
What?
Yeah, like if you've seen like any of the Fast and Furious movies past like 3, like yeah,
Well,
it gets
wait,
ridiculous.
okay, so all right, so when Fast and Furious, that's 4. Were they still like somewhat realistic?
Somewhat, there's a point where like they go under like these caverns and stuff, and that's when it starts getting ridiculous. But then in Fast 5, when they start like getting that the bank vault, yeah, like dragging the bank vault and stuff, it's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous.
Well, yeah. Because I'm watching this fight scene with the Samoan village, and they look like it's like they have superpowers. Like they're like
Hobbs and Shaw is like way more ridiculous than usual for them. No, because like the main villain, like Idris Elba, is like literally a cyborg.
Dude, I just saw him throw a fucking motorcycle at these guys.
Dude, he's gonna show up and fasten your seatbelts and be like,
which by the way, they're filming 2 parts. They're filming 2 parts for Fast 10.
You know why?
Is this just an expanded like Expendables like universe?
Where Expendables wish they could have do that.
Oh yeah, they wish they could have. But yeah, like there's a whole point where they go to space.
What?
In a car.
Yes.
It's like, oh god, we can't beat the First Order. Don't worry, we got family front. It's just fucking driving the fucking Death Star. We got family.
But yeah, and there's like a whole thing with like magnets where like the cars have like magnet powers that like
that scene is so stupid because like it's like get every bit of metal, not just the small bits of metal. Like it's so dumb. Like it's no. Oh god.
But yeah, it's crazy. It was fun seeing it in IMAX though.
You should see it in D-Box. That's just fucking insane. From what I've heard.
All right, but yeah, if you want to see it, like the Fast and Furious movies, like if you're a fan of them, like you've probably already seen it. It's been out for like a couple weeks now.
Fuck.
But yeah. Anyway, the real reason I went to go see this, is because of the Jurassic World teaser.
You repping it with your shirt.
Yeah. Jurassic World Dominion had an extended preview in front of this movie, which was about a little over 3 minutes. I thought it was like 5 minutes, but it's like, yeah, it's like a bit under 5 minutes. It's between 3 and 5 minutes, something like that. But the Jurassic World teaser, I loved it. I can't wait for the movie next year. I've seen like some leaked footage online on like Twitter and stuff that they've had, but like seeing it in IMAX is great, and I'm definitely gonna want to see the movie in IMAX with
definitely
yeah, because like the dinosaurs and stuff that they show in the beginning look really good, and I'm very excited for the premise of this movie with like, you know, dinosaurs on the mainland.
Yeah, I can't wait for the dragon to show up. Shit. No, Dom's gonna show up in that movie.
Yeah, right.
Like, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, Mr. Malcolm. We got family. Isn't that right, Blue?
But yeah, I was very excited to see the teaser because like they showed like a lot of dinosaurs that haven't been shown in the Jurassic franchise on the big screen before, and a lot of these dinosaurs are like a lot more accurate than normal for like Jurassic for the Jurassic franchise.
Oh, so did they do that thing where they made the T-Rex like fat and feathery or something? Or was
the T-Rex actually looks really good. But the thing is, like,
okay.
it's not like the same T-Rex that they're showing.
Of course it's not. It wouldn't be Rexy. Like,
because like they do show Rexy though. So, but yeah.
In the wait. I thought you said this like. So wait, you said this is Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a teaser. Yeah. So like, because like the whole thing is that they're showing like dinosaurs from 65 million years ago, and then it flash forwards to the future of like present.
Okay. So, or they're gonna have a talking scene. This won't be a Jurassic World 3 unless they have a talking scene with the raptors in the subtitles. All right, I need that. But
yeah, like
Alan.
Yes, Sam Neill and Laura Dern are coming back, which is crazy because like it's the first movie they've been back together since the first movie.
They should get that kid from Starboy who was in it to come back too. Is he in it? And then his sister?
I don't know if they're in it.
Oh fuck, that would be cool.
I don't know if the kids from the first movie are in it.
Oh, they should do that. They should fucking do that. Or are they? Wait. Did they confirm that Owen was that that schlubby kid who like Sam scared in the first movie?
That's just like a headcanon thing, I think. But
okay.
Yeah.
I remember you put the raptor claw on my stomach and made me fall in love with him. Some shit like that.
But yeah, Jeff Goldblum's also going to be in it. So like all three of them like back together for this. So I'm very excited. I've been playing a bit more of Jurassic World Evolution. Since I was playing.
You let that raptor get murdered.
Yeah, I was playing the Return to Jurassic Park DLC where it actually has Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum talking to each other. In that. So that was neat. All right,
that's good.
So next thing, Black Widow.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Wait, Saber. I don't want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question, Saber. Shit.
What?
I ask you a question real quick. Have you seen the shows yet?
No.
Has Laura?
Oh, okay.
Laura? We are behind on all of them. All I know is that apparently Loki turns into an alligator. That's all I know.
Okay, and
that's not actually what happens, but like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I was just wondering. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this shit then.
All right. So Black Widow. Non spoiler review. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun movie. Just shit out Iron Man 3, and anyone who says otherwise, fuck you. I'll fight you. I will fight your shit so bad. Like
because there are some weird decisions which we'll go into with the spoiler talk.
We'll get
with certain characters.
Shit was brutal.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh man.
But I do like her sister and like the Red Guardian.
Did you feel that her sister? They were really trying to focus a lot more on her. Like it felt
she's like definitely going to be like the next Black Widow.
She is. Like that's what she is in the comic.
Yeah,
that's what she is in the comic. So like it makes sense. But it's like I was wondering, like when I was watching this movie, I was like, I'm really connecting to you, and it feels like Natasha is just sort of like more of a side character in her own film. And I was just like. I kind of feel bad because it's just like we wanted a Black Widow movie for years, and I had fun with it. I don't think it's great. I do think it's like decent. I had fun with it. It's just like I feel like you should have had more spotlight for yourself. But yeah, it was. I thought it was really good. Certain scenes are just like holy fuck, like that's hitting different. Like I will say this, that pig scene was fucked up, man. That made me not eat bacon for like a week.
Yeah.
I was mad. I did not eat bacon I haven't eaten bacon since I've seen it. So yeah, fuck that. See, yeah, it's fucking stupid scene. Cute ass pig.
Also, we know the plot hole.
Yeah. No. This is a big thing. I posted about this on Twitter, and like I think I was one of the very first people to post something about this. Yeah, you were, because
like you posted it before Equestria Daily did.
Yeah. So I'm going to this movie. They have a flashback to the 90s, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool, like having 90s stuff. And then like they have this one scene of this little like person with this freaking My Little Pony plush, and then my fucking horse ass is like, that is a fucking 2014 Twilight Sparkle Alicorn plushie. That would not exist in 1995. What the fuck? And then like I was just stuck on that, and they were like having this like whole plot talk about like, yes, let me tell you that. I'm like, no, plot hole. And I like remember I was like, that was the thing I was most excited to talk about once I got out of this movie. Was like, because I need my horse people to understand. Like I think I messaged Palo like right when I walked out. The movie,
you did.
It's just fucking horse. They fucked up. It's like no. Silly.
Yeah, because you told me like right before I was about to see the movie, I was like, oh, I gotta keep an eye out for it then, because my dad didn't see it when because yeah.
It's like of all the toys you could have chose, all the toys,
like right. I mean you could have chosen a different My Little Pony. Well, the thing is like My Little Pony didn't even have plushies like in the 90s. Right? They only had the toys.
You know what? Wait, you know what this means? The TVA gonna get their ass.
Yeah, the TVA is gonna get there. There's a Nexus event.
Yeah, there's a Nexus event. Dun.
All right.
Good.
Well, now let's go into spoilers for Black Widow. So, if you don't want any spoilers, mute the stream, and once the spoiler tag comes off, you can unmute it.
Right.
All right. So, the big thing that people are upset about with this movie is Taskmaster.
Yep.
Yeah, and what they did with Taskmaster. To be honest, I don't know anything about Taskmaster other than what I played in Spider-Man on the PS4.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Like Taskmaster, what's great about Taskmaster is like he can either be like a great villain or a great anti-hero. So like for instance, one of the best things about Taskmaster is like there was points where like he could body like several Avengers by themselves, like, okay, I can do this, until they like caught onto his shtick, and then he like became more manageable later on. But like he always had this like smarmy sense of humor about it, and he was like such a smart ass, and he could be like such a guy. It was like he was very entertaining to watch. And hell, even in I hate to say it, that Ultimate Drake Bell show bullshit. They did Taskmaster like pretty well in that, especially when he's fighting Deadpool. And like the way Taskmaster works is like his muscle memory and his like eyesight, it will like let him to get the moves down. And then like with Deadpool, he couldn't like get the moves down because Deadpool's so random. So that was pretty funny. But this movie, they turn him into the Terminator, or turn her into the Terminator. And to be honest, I kind of like picked up where they were going with this just from like assumptions, because this is how I looked at it. I was like, all right, Black Widow is one of Marvel's most powerful characters and stuff like that. And y'all do, while you do go out the box, you do like to play it safe. I do not think that you would have Black Widow murder a child on screen and just be like, oh yeah, that happened and she's really sorry about it. So like in my head, I started processing, no, there's got to be a way. And I was like, oh, Taskmaster, we haven't seen do anything. Like they're plugging stuff into her head and making her act this way. And I was just like, okay. And then like the whole reveal thing, I was just like, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, like is a woman, like, because I don't mind if they want to make her a woman, but like if you're gonna make her a woman, at least make her like smarmy, like make her be a smartass or something like that. Right. Or like what I hope they do later on is that they fucking tell you that how a Taskmaster is just a name passed down or something like that, or it's like the real Taskmaster shows up. Because you remember how in Iron Man 3 they fucked up the Mandarin, and they're like, oh yeah, this is fucking terrible. And so like later on they had shorts come out and they were like, the real Mandarin's actually this dude, and he's gonna appear in Shang-Chi coming up. And like that was always super interesting to me how they did that, like where they like were like able to go, okay, we fucked up, let's fix that. Like that's the cool thing about Marvel is they know their fuck ups and then they make them great. Like for instance, Thor Dark World, that was like everyone agreed like, oh, this fucking sucks. And then in Endgame and in fucking Loki, they're making it like
even in Loki they're like using like stuff from Dark World. So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, we fucked up, but let's make you appreciate some stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's really interesting. I thought it was, they could have done a much better job. They fumbled the ball with that. But for the most part, decent, fun film. Very dark for them, like the fact that like, they're talking about like a bunch of little girls getting kidnapped, and then if they didn't perform well, they'll get killed. Like that's really kind of fucked up when you really think about it. But yeah, I thought it was a decent film. Not great or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see how they do it.
All right, I'm gonna take off spoilers. Oh wait, no, not yet.
Okay.
Because the end credit scene.
Yeah,
which shows.
That's why you need to watch the fucking TV shows.
Yeah, you gotta watch the TV shows. The thing is, like, this was supposed to come out last May. So wait, we're still in spoilers, Saber.
I'll be real. The more I think about it, I don't care.
Really?
I don't care.
Okay. So basically, like in not Scarlet Witch. What the fuck is her name? What is that? Black Widow or something.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. That's what I fucking blamed. I was like, that's Scarlett, whatever. Fine ass Scarlett Johansson, who they showed her butt a lot. I thought this was a female director, but okay. Yeah, so anyways, they have a bunch of stuff from like the shows. Well, not a bunch of stuff, but they have like references where it's like, oh yeah, you should be watching the shows if you really want to get to appreciate this end credit scene. And I was just like, oh, okay. I feel bad for people who didn't watch the stuff. Like, no offense, Saber, or anything like that. But it's just like, if you go into it and then like you're like watching it, you're just like, what's this? It's like those people who went into fucking Avengers Endgame after Black Panther or Infinity War after Black Panther. They're like, who is that now, child? Like, I heard that in the theater. I remember hearing this, like people who just like, they love Black Panther so much, but they saw like Infinity War right after because they thought it was like Black Panther 2. And they're like,
I've seen people who like watched Endgame who hadn't seen any previous movie.
That is so insane to me. That is so insane. Like not one movie, like bruh.
I just saw like a Reddit thread earlier about there's this subreddit called the 10th Dentist, which is like the actual unpopular opinion subreddit. And there's this one person who says like, oh, I watch movies and shows the same way some people read books, and that I only watch like the beginning, middle, and end, like 4 minutes of like each. And people are like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
that's insanity. Why?
I will sometimes doing that. I will sometimes do that.
Yeah, but it's not like if that's like if you're just like, you know, kind of like skimming through or whatever. This is how they watch everything.
Ooh.
Insanity.
But anyway, yeah,
it's funny that there actually is like an actual unpopular opinion subreddit, because you're right. Like the first one, it's like, it's not unpopular. It's why it's getting likes.
Yeah. But yeah, the end credits scene. Julia Louis-Dreyfus shows up as her character that was in Falcon and Winter Soldier at the end of that series.
Yeah.
Who people are saying is like, oh, it's like a Queen Hydra or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll see soon enough in the thing coming up. Because they got another show coming out this year, right after Loki. Like it's Hawkeye, like comes out later this year. Okay.
So yeah, she's saying like, oh, you want to you might be interested in this, is like the man who killed your sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They show Hawkeye. So that's definitely leading into the Hawkeye show.
Definitely.
So my audience apparently watched the Falcon and Winter Soldier because everybody was like, "Oh."
Yeah. I mean that's good. Like you mean they were in fucking quarantine for half a year, so it's like, oh, well, I got that. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, good thing it is only 6 episodes, I guess.
Yeah. I will say that like Disney Plus is doing well with like having this like every week rather than just dumping it, because like if you have like an episode every week, it's gonna be in the zeitgeist or whatever.
Yeah,
and, like people are
more
going
people talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like you're doing that more often, like because again, like I think The Boys, even though like it was super successful, noticed that where it was like, oh fuck, like everyone talked about this for like 3 weeks and then they stopped and then they were like, okay, yeah, let's fucking get back on the shit and do it once a week. And so like, yeah, definitely, like that works superbly well. Fuck, I'm hungry. I should order something. Okay. Right. What I should order? 9:40.
All right, I'm gonna remove the spoiler tag. So Black Widow, yeah, it's a fun movie. I liked it better than Wonder Woman 1984. That's for sure.
That was awful bloody film. Anyone try to say fuck you? I'm sorry.
All right, next thing. Let's see. What do I have here? Oh, this fucking movie. America the Motion Picture. Saber, did you watch this?
No, I did not.
It's
really bad. I was surprised with how bad it was. All the jokes are terrible.
I mean, I looked at the trailer and I'm like, this is weird. Like,
yeah, it's very weird. Like the thing is, like, it's not like a concept that wouldn't work. Like you could make something funny out of this, but every joke just falls flat. I hated it. Like there's so many things. It's just they like Benedict Arnold, who's like the main villain, and they have like all these iconic like American like figures come together to like stop him, because like Benedict Arnold, they had where like Abe Lincoln and George Washington were like best friends, and then Abe gets shot in the theater, or or like gets killed by Benedict Arnold in the theater.
Spoilers. Fuck, dude.
So actually, I listened to this history audiobook, and apparently, when Benedict Arnold did the portrayal, his wife, she was like freaking out. She was weeping upstairs with her kid because she thought like, oh no, like Washington's going to shoot me. Like they're going to kill me and my baby. So Hamilton and Washington are like, Miss Arnold, we're not going to kill you. My gosh. And she's like freaking out. And they're like, don't worry, like my lady, you'll be fine. And it turns out where she's like, and the Oscar goes to, and it's like, what? She purposely fucking pretended to be like crazy, like, oh no. And then she's like, and I'm out of here. And it's like, holy shit, she did it. She actually
That's crazy.
pulled it off. And like I was like, shit.
But yeah, they have like Benedict Arnold, and then like King James is like the Palpatine person, and then like Benedict Arnold also betrays him.
Like the King James Bible?
No, like King James, like from. Wait, was it King James during the Revolutionary War or King?
No. It's don't tell me. It's not Charles. That's the guy who was never king. King Henry? No, that was the French one.
It's King James, isn't it?
No, it's not. I know it's not. It's not James. No, Jamestown. No, that's
James.
That's Pocahontas. Who was the king during the American Revolution? I gotta find out now.
Paleo,
because I'm pretty sure it's King James.
No, it's when I say, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's King George.
King George. Oh yeah. I don't know.
King George the Second.
Yeah, King George. But yeah, he's like really fat. And he's like a Palpatine. He's got like this hovering chair. He also has like a pet soccer ball. That eats people.
Okay. Interesting.
That's silly.
It's super
That's silly.
weird. Yeah, King George III. Yeah. I don't know why I can't say King James.
Second, or no, it is the third. You're right.
But yeah, it's so weird. And that like Thomas Edison is an Asian woman for some reason.
Interesting.
Like, okay.
That's stupid.
And they have like Paul Revere, who is like very. Paul Revere is actually voiced by Ben Schwartz. So I was just not Ben Schwartz.
Oh,
the other actor who voices Louie in DuckTales.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was on College Humor before.
Yeah. He's Panda too. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Paul Revere like is like only friends with horses, and so he's like then becomes like friends with the other American people. And there's like a lot of jokes where they have what is like Geronimo, who joins, and like there's a lot of jokes about like the Americans like not giving like the Native Americans like were like promising the Native Americans to give their land back or whatever. But so many of the jokes just do not work. And it was kind of painful to watch. But yeah, Bobby Moynihan. Yeah, that guy. It's bad.
Okay, that sounds interesting. No, it doesn't.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it isn't. All right, next thing.
Paleo, if I put tape over this, would it work at keeping it safe? Like duct tape?
I don't know.
Oh fuck, dude.
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby.
Yeah, I just watched this today. The Boss Baby Family Business, which is the second Boss Baby movie. First one came out in 2017. I did not like it. It was weird. This one I actually liked better.
Same.
Yeah, which is weird because like I've seen a lot of reviews for it where they're like, "Oh yeah, this isn't good." But I don't know. I mean, it seemed fine to me.
You know what it feels like to me? Awkwardly enough, it feels like it would have been the third movie of the franchise.
I mean, like because they also had that show that came out.
Oh yeah. But I guess a liberal.
Yeah.
But like, I guess to me, like it had a lot more heart. There were some actual moments of like the dad wanting to connect with his daughter. I like the jokes of like the twist with like the babies wanting to stop adults because adults are ruining the world.
Yeah. Like the whole, because like the villain is Jeff Goldblum, which he's great.
And yeah, he was fun. He's carrying on with his Jeff Goldblum isms and his cadence of his voice. And then also, like, funny enough, the boss baby himself felt like he was kind of taking more of the side seats.
Yeah, he was.
Compared to
it's more like it's more focused on Tim, who's like an adult, who has kids now, and like his relationship with his daughter.
There's some confusion where I think the marketing is making it seem like it's boss baby hanging out with the girl baby, and it's like not really. The girl baby is more of an auxiliary character.
Yeah, she's just like the catalyst to start everything.
Right.
And she's also voiced by I forgot the actress's name, but she voices Princess Carolyn.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
BoJack.
She it's cool to see her getting more roles because she had that show back in the day with like Stephen Colbert as like the principal. I forget, Tammy or something like that. I forget.
Yeah.
So it's neat to see her like showing up as a voice actor.
She's been in a lot of things.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian too.
So like that all being said, Boss Baby was a lot more heartfelt than I expected. I didn't cry. There are some really fun moments with the animation where it gets a bit nebulous and abstract.
Yeah. There's a lot of like great animation in this, and it's really flexing like DreamWorks's like I guess like
we can be artsy too.
Yeah.
It's for better than the first, and it wasn't a bad sequel. I just feel like it's like Boss Baby in general. When I say it out loud, I'm like Boss Baby. Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, the advertising is just really bad for this movie.
I just don't care for the Boss Baby franchise. There are elements in the film where I'm like, I like that, but I'm like, oh yeah, it's Boss Baby franchise. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a point in the movie where they're showing Spirit. Like the original, like Spirit, a stallion of the Cimarron or whatever. Cimarron, yeah. They're showing that on a theater screen, and there's a guy watching it. And then I was like, that is the most inaccurate thing I've ever seen. Spirit being re-released. But it was accurate if it's just one guy watching it. And for some reason wearing 3D glasses. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, it's really weird how like DreamWorks is like all about Spirit now, with like that show that they had, and now Spirit Untamed, which I still need to watch. When the original movie came out, it just didn't do well.
Right.
I really wish that DreamWorks would do like more 2D animated movies again, because they were really good.
They're not going to.
I know. Not unless Disney does, and they're not gonna.
They're not going to.
Right.
So yeah, I guess all things considered, like, there was that one part when they were doing like the different cultures and religions of the world.
Yeah, that was a great joke. Because they were doing like a Christmas pageant. It was like there's Christmas and like Hanukkah. It was like agnostic, and it's just a guy there, just like this.
I actually applauded that. I'm like, that's kind of cool. They actually made it's refreshing to see jokes about like, yeah, we can have our beliefs and be able to laugh with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, okay, word. So the movie had a lot. There's a part when they're singing the song about the world, and the parents are like, or the kids are like, and our parents doomed the world that it's dying due to climate change, and the parents are like, this is kind of a bummer. I'm like, I like that. That's good. It's got some cojones. So yeah, Boss Baby 2 was better than I expected, but I had very low expectations.
Yeah, I also had very low expectations, so I was like pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. Well,
this is where you and I we're both in the same vein, probably, where it's like if someone's like, let's go watch Boss Baby 2 again, I'm like, we'll be like, no, we're good. Like we're fine, we're good. We saw it once.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, I didn't expect Jeff Goldblum to be in the movie, so that was nice. And as like a villain, I want to see Jeff Goldblum in like more animated stuff.
Dude, he's so much fun.
All right, next, Monsters at Work.
Okay, I was wondering if you bring this up. Okay,
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Yeah, it's.
I have the
Yeah,
first episode.
Yeah, it's very fun. I just enjoyed like the Monsters Inc. Universe. It's very creative, a lot of fun. John Goodman and Billy Crystal like reprise their roles, and they're like the basically running the company now.
Yeah.
But the whole premise of this is that they are, um, converting to laugh energy, and they're having like some trouble like getting adjusted. And it follows this main character who just graduated from Monsters University with like a scare degree and gets hired. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's such a good message too. Of like, oh, I went to college for all these years. I don't use this shit. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's like,
it reminds me of like
me.
when my dad got hired as an architectural designer. They went away from paper to computers, so we had to learn everything. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's cool that they addressed that. I didn't know that was part of the show. Though I saw the thing with like evil Mike Wazowski. I'm like, that's lazy.
Yeah, Dark Mike Wazowski. Yeah, he hasn't showed up yet.
Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
So he might show up in the like this week's episode, but they're doing episodes like every Wednesday. Just like the Marvel shows. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's a lot of fun. I like the character. What is that? The two-legged monster character's name, but she's fun.
The hairy one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know her name. Like I just remember.
Yeah, like all these new characters definitely feel like they fit in with the universe.
Right. Yeah, it's a good show. I would recommend it. It's a good show. I had fun with it. I wasn't expecting much when I watched it, but I like how it literally starts like right afterwards.
Yeah, like
that
right after the first movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right. Next thing. Oh yeah, this is nice. So Scooby is having a new special with Courage the Cowardly Dog.
About time.
I know, right?
After all these years. Do you know how old I am now, son? Back when my day, that used to happen all the time on Cartoon Network now. They used to have little specials where they would cross over with each other. And there's Cartoon City now, I'll tell you what. Yeah. It's about time. Like, that's all I have to say. Is like, I'm really happy they're finally doing it, but it's like it's sort of like we mentioned this years ago, but like how when Simpsons and Family Guy did their crossover, and I was just like,
yeah, and then Simpsons,
what are you doing this 10 years?
Yeah, and the like, Simpsons and Futurama one they did after that, and it was like, why didn't you do that when Futurama was airing?
Yeah, these are after like long periods of time. Like you need to do it when the hype is on and stuff like that. Like fucking like I mean I'm hyped for it. I'm really hyped for it, but it's just one of those moments that just peeks in my head like, man, I really would have loved this as a kid or like in my like preteen years or something like that.
It would have been like a fun like Cartoon Network
special event.
But
hopefully it's good.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. I'm just interested to see like what Eustace is gonna do.
Yeah. Didn't the second BA pass away too?
Eustace is probably the villain.
Yeah,
he was at the dinner table.
They'll unmask him and then it'll be just Eustace.
Yeah, so he has a
mask.
Big ass mask. Who's that guy? And it's just the big ass mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh yeah. Nathaniel Focus says, yeah, the original creator's not involved, so we'll see. Of Courage, that is.
Okay. Or Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Hold on. Streamlabs is being weird now. Let's see here with the next topic.
So fuzzy.
Oh, why is everything so slow on Streamlabs? Hold on, y'all. My layout's being weird. Oh no, it's frozen.
What movie?
Is the stream is the stream frozen, or are we still live?
Let me see.
I think we're still live. Am I moving?
Are you moving?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I mean, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
You're still going?
Okay. Yeah, Streamlabs is doing a weird thing where it's not letting me, like, click on my sources here. Oh no.
Yeah, you're okay with the chat. You try to let me.
Okay, yeah, Oh my god, I hate this.
What happened?
No, I can't click on my sources to change the images.
Oh no, that sucks, dude. Are you stuck on Courage to Carol the dog for the rest of the?
Well, now it went back to Bad Boss Baby for some reason.
Yeah.
All right, the whole reason I'm doing the images is so I can like timestamp things on the upload. And now they're not working.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
All right. Well, next thing anyway. I'm just gonna go on with the topics. So the next thing is Sing 2, the trailer for that.
You know what? I actually kind of liked it.
Oh really? You like fucking U2 or Bono as the lion? Oh, okay. Here we go. Now it's working.
So hold on. Actually, let me rephrase that. I feel like I just made a very critical error by saying I liked it. It looks better than the first movie.
Yeah, better than the first movie. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my god. For fuck's sake, why is this happening? Give happen to me a second, my camera. Oh jeez.
What?
Yo, Paley, it's crazy that you're freaking like your freaking thing froze.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Wait,
now.
when you said that,
yeah,
my TV froze. My TV's frozen too.
Shut up.
Good. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Let's bring back Addams.
Oh yeah, Nathaniel was saying like it was spoilerific. Sing 2. I was like, so was the first Sing trailer. Like the first Sing trailer revealed fucking everything.
Right. I thought the same thing with Ring 2. Where
Like that's my son.
See, I was waiting for that. Where they go, oh no, I don't have a son. I have a son. I was expecting that with Sing 2, which I mean, it's a very predictable film. Come on.
Yeah.
I hope that I can't wait to see Race Best just hate it with every single fiber.
I know, right?
That's gonna be great.
Race hated Sing. Hated it.
Well, yeah, because Zootopia came out the same year too, so no wonder he hated
Yeah, well, he hated that and
Sing.
Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, well, I think
I don't know
because it passed up the Zootopia, the box office. I think.
Yeah, I think domestically at least.
Remember that when Race was obsessed with the box office of Zootopia for 2016?
Yeah.
And wanted to see this movie succeed and break $1 billion. Gosh. He got his wish.
Yeah, but Sing 2 coming out later this year, like December, like the same time as the last.
No, it can't be this year.
Or the next year.
No. Hope it's not this year.
I forgot. Oh no, yeah, December 22nd. Yeah, here it is.
There you go.
All right. Next, this is something Jackson wanted to talk about. Halloween Kills.
Yeah, fucking let the bodies hit the floor if it was an early 2000 trailer. Oh yeah, that'd be so hype. I'm really hyped for this. Though I'm really curious. Well, excuse me, I'm waiting for my food to get here. I'm about to pass out.
Get bread.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really cool concept that they're bringing Michael back. I like that everyone's so tired of his shit. I like the fact that Jamie Lynn Curtis, whatever her name is, she's doing stuff in the movie. I like the fact that Michael's just lost his shit and then he's just murking everyone at the same time. And apparently they've introduced some supernatural element that's going to make him stronger by each person he kills, which is, he still can't beat my boy Jason. But yeah, that's going to be super hype. Super hype. Really excited for that.
Yeah, should be fun. Coming out in October. Um. Oh man, I forgot about this one. I didn't get an image for it. But Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, fucking the kaiju movie.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
Clifford. Um,
Mm.
that's what do you think of the way he looks?
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
a
just a
giant
giant
dog.
puppy. Like the thing is, like
Yeah, I mean,
he's still a puppy. Like when he's giant, so he's going to get bigger.
Yeah, just like the cartoon show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's I think what it doesn't bother me because some people are like, oh my god, they look right. And it's just like it's just a photorealistic dog that's giant. So it's just like I mean, like
been rolling around in ketchup.
Rolling
Yeah,
around
exactly.
in ketchup, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And so I mean, it's just I I mean, I'll say this: as someone who like watched that show a lot as a like kid, like it doesn't. There are some people complaining like, "Oh, he should look more like Clifford actually does in cartoons." Like it's supposed to be realistic, and like I don't have any negative things to say about it, or in my personal opinion. So that's how I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be odd though, like with how much destruction he is capable of. Being
Oh
a
yeah,
giant dog.
definitely.
But yeah, there's the image for people of like what he looks like. Yeah, it's like a giant puppy, and like he's still a puppy, so he's gonna get bigger. Um. All right. Next thing. Um. Wait, is that the next thing? Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Mortal
Oh
Kombat
yeah, that
Legends:
shit
The
looked
Battle
hype.
of the Realms.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking hype. Did y'all ever see that fucking original one?
I haven't. I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's really gory. I love it. Like it's super fucking violent and shit, just like Mortal Kombat. I think that the honestly the cartoon's better than the movie that came out recently. Like the way they do stuff. Like I just think the way they handle stuff was a lot better in that cartoon. So I'm super excited for how they handle this one, especially since they're bringing in like all the like other fighters and Jack's got his arms in it, and then like all these other things going on. Like I'm super hyped for it. Hmm.
Cool. Yeah, it looked interesting. I saw that like with that they're actually doing a tournament, unlike the movie that came out earlier this year.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking ridiculous shit.
It's like, oh, they're actually doing tournament fights. All right, next thing here. Let's see. Oh, Addams Family 2. I am very surprised this is actually getting a sequel.
When did this one come out?
The first one came out in 2019, so 2 years ago.
Oh shit! Damn.
So
they're already saying like fuck it, road trip.
Yeah. I'm just very surprised that this got a sequel because I don't think the first one made that much money. And it's from a different animation studio that's like not like one of the big ones. I forgot what animation studio it is. But yeah, it's coming out October 1st. There's a lot of stuff coming out in October. But yeah, I wasn't really that into the first one. The first Addams Family movie was like, okay. I didn't even do a review
live
on it.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, the live action movies for Addams Family, those were fun.
Okay. Yeah, I love those. Fuck. When is my food getting? I can't. All that
do you
time
do you think they're
canceled. Fuck.
do you think they're trying to cash in on Hotel Transylvania, perhaps?
Yeah, I do.
Probably, yeah. Because like that's a franchise that's actually like done really well. Which I think that's actually coming out around the same time.
It's coming out the same day, apparently.
What?
Someone told me that on my stream. Like it's coming out the same day. I'm like, wow, that's bold. I think Emily told me that. I'll have to check.
Wow. All right. Next thing. Encanto.
Oh, no
Vision.
no spoilers for me. I actually
I
watched
mean,
the trailer. I won't be
it was
surprised.
very quick. It was basically just showing the premise. Because we hadn't really known what the premise of it was. But basically, there's this girl who's a part of this family in Colombia where all of her family has some kind of like special power, but she doesn't.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, like there's this one woman who's like super strong. Um, there's like others that like do like manipulation of different things or like plants and junk. Uh, but yeah, looks interesting. It's gonna have music by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I saw a lot of people complaining, saying that like, oh, they got to use Lin-Manuel Miranda's like star power for stuff, even though like other people worked on things. Is like, I mean, that's how you get people into the seats, I guess.
Well,
With
it's
a
a
recognizable
musical,
name.
right? But here's the thing, though, is like he's doing the music and he's good at musicals. So, like, sorry, but that's just called good marketing.
Yeah. Which that I think this is also going to be like premiere access. The way that Raya was, though this is coming out in November, so it's probably going to have a lot more people in theaters.
Interesting.
Um. So yeah, November 24th. So Thanksgiving weekend movie. Should be fun though.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah,
it.
My Hero Encanto. Yeah.
I hear Encanto.
Um. All right, next thing here. Oh, I'm interested to see your take on this. Q Force. Uh, that Netflix show. I think Jax has seen the trailer for it, but yeah, it's basically like a bunch of like LGBT themed like superheroes. People were very upset by the trailer because it. I've seen some people like in the cartoon community chat talking about like how like, oh, the trailer is not doing the show any favors, uh, because apparently it's like taking the worst things about the show, um, but it looks really odd. I mean, like literally queer. Um, I don't like the way that one character looks with the giant lips. Like
Yeah, that's
the blue haired character. Um,
I'm watching the trailer right now. It's I don't know. I don't know. When's this
yeah.
coming out?
It's coming out on Netflix on September 2nd.
Okay. I mean, I'll check it out. But yeah. Well, wasn't there some show about like, drag queens or something, or like I can't recall. I feel like this happened before, and it didn't do well.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's very odd. Like I said, there's people in the cartoon community chat that's saying like who have people who have like actually worked on the show. They're saying like the trailer's not doing it any favors because like they're taking like
Oh,
yeah. So we'll see. Uh, next thing though, um, Jellystone got its first trailer,
oh yeah.
and that's actually coming out next month. Or no, not next month. Like in a couple weeks.
It looks fun.
July 29th.
I think it's funny how like there's some folks who are like it's ruining Hanna-Barbera. Like, what? Why are they doing this? And
It
it's
was like
like, dude,
Hanna-Barbera's already
Hanna-Barbera.
ruined.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera is like that cat is out of the bag, my friends. As far as like what they're willing to do, like
Yeah, I recently watched the Yogi Bear movie.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's like the most generic thing. Uh, it's like one of the most forgettable like live action cartoon movies. It was so forgettable. Um, yeah, but yeah, I'm excited because like it's C.H. Greenblatt who made Chowder. Um,
What did they do to Jabberjaw?
SpongeBob.
Did they make Jabberjaw a girl into that?
Yeah. Jabberjaw's a girl apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that was
you,
weird.
You hear a voice.
I must not been paying attention.
Crazy. Insanity.
But yeah, I agree with Nathaniel Ferguson. It's like CH Greenblatt's style does look great with Hanna-Barbera, with how the characters are drawn. Is like, oh yes, it has like it's still recognizable, but like in like his style.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it. It comes out in a couple weeks. So on HBO Max. All right.
Nice.
Next thing, the trailer for Star Wars Visions showed up.
Oh yeah, the fucking anime shit. That looks awesome.
Yeah, this looks like some of the like best like anime or best stuff that could be out of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the image that I'm showing here is from the Studio Trigger short that's gonna be there, and it's like, it looks like Promare.
Very stupid. Yeah, it does. It does look a bit like.
Oh my god, you're right.
So yeah, I'm very excited to see these shorts. Like, this is like the most interested I've ever been in Star Wars. Other than when I was a kid getting like Lego.
Here, you all keep going. I'm gonna go let me some water real fast. Be right back.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see these shorts. This is coming out September 22nd on Disney Plus. Also coming out on Disney Plus, but this is coming out August 11th, and that is the What If show. This is gonna be
the What If Marvel show.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. This is gonna be the next series that they're doing, because like this is gonna be after Loki.
Right.
But this isn't like
connected to anything.
Yeah, it's not connected to anything, because that's what the show is called. It's like called What If, and it's basing things on the MCU, but asking what if questions about it. It's like, what if Peggy Carter was a super soldier, or what if
Black Panther went to space.
Yeah. What if T'Challa was Star-Lord? But basically, if there's a zombie outbreak or something. So it's like being narrated by the Watcher, which is like another Marvel character.
Yep, that's the Watcher, all right.
Yeah. And I believe like some of the voices are like by the cast of the MCU. Like I think
because
T'Challa is like actually voiced by Chadwick Boseman. Is like one of his last roles.
Yeah, one of his last roles. So I think that's why people were getting emotional. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think they did do that for like quite a few of them. So that's going to be awesome to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Premiering August 11th. So just in a few weeks.
Oh right, shit.
All right. I'll save this one for last. But next thing, let's talk about Greta Gerwig. Well, that's not right. That's not right either. All right. Yeah, Greta Gerwig is directing the Barbie movie. And it's going to be starring Margot Robbie in it.
Okay.
So Greta Gerwig, who let's see, she do. I was remembering it earlier.
Wait, what y'all talking about?
Greta Gerwig. Damn, I just remembered it earlier. Hell did she?
Who?
Oh, that's right. Lady Bird. I just watched that movie this year.
Lady Bird.
Yeah. Lady Bird. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, and she also directed Little Women, which I didn't like as much as Lady Bird. But yeah, she's directing the Barbie movie, which is starring Margot Robbie.
Right.
So that's interesting. The next thing, so there's going to be a documentary about Dingo Pictures. which I know Saber has talked about before on his channel.
Sell me on this one. Is it actually like coming from a reputable source that can actually offer a product?
It's a Kickstarter, so I don't know. But
folks keep saying like, it's gonna be a Dingo Pictures documentary, and I'm like, okay, what can you bring to the table? So yeah.
If you can bring the stuff that like people haven't known about.
I mean, all I know is the people hosting it say they're from Frankfurt, Germany, so at least they can be on site for it. But I don't know what you can do, and I'm not trying to shoot them down from attempting it. I just don't know what else you can say unless there's some interviews you can secure or some evidence. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing before the last one. So the Halo show that's coming out on Paramount Plus, it's been going through some things. Because one of the showrunners left the project. It's almost it's almost like it's both this series and Halo Infinite are like mirroring each other with like the
Halo is cursed. It's just cursed as far as actually getting like good content. It's kind of miraculous how, despite having such a rich lore to work with, there isn't like a show or a movie where it's like that's the quintessential Halo blah outside of the game. It's like not really. You know, there's been attempts and there might have been small successes, but never like The Ringer.
How many good Halo games are there?
Quite a few.
3.
Like 1, 2, 3.
What about Reach and ODST?
Do people like Reach?
Yeah.
I liked Reach. It's got issues, but I like it. And also, I loved ODST. I thought that was a lot of fun. That was a cool like. Halo 4 is okay. Halo 5 I never even played, which gives you an idea of how like little I cared at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. This series is supposed to premiere next year, and like one of the showrunners already left.
Well, probably gonna happen next year now.
Yeah. Or it might be like moved to a different service, like Paramount. Well, they probably have a contract with Paramount.
Minus.
So, yeah. Paramount Minus.
That's good. Good one.
Thank you.
All right. So last thing here. This is a big news for us. For us on the podcast. The cast
fans?
The cast was revealed for My Little Pony, A New Generation. And also a release date. September 24th.
September 24th. That's 2 months away. Shit.
What's happening? Are they going to be able to actually hold these people as actors for
the show? I don't know. I mean, Hasbro's got money.
Kimiko.
Yeah, but
Kimiko. I feel like they only got like 2 of them to stay. Like Phil Lamar and Kimiko. Like I feel like those are only ones that can. Because you have fucking Vanessa Hudgens, and then you got whatever.
Sophia Carson. James Marsden.
Fucking Cyclops in here, shit.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do a show.
I don't know. I'm curious about the show adaptation, but for the it's like I'm not like doing backflips, but I'm like, it looks kind of cute, looks fun. We'll see. It seems like it's more of a continuation of G4 than anything else, but what do I know? I gotta watch it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens. Yeah. But yeah, September 24th. We finally got a release date after like so long of being like it's gonna be fall. It's gonna be fall. It's like when?
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting because it's just like I feel it's gonna be in that same vein of just like when you watch a movie adaptation and then you go to the show and then it takes you out. Like for instance, a movie that did that really well, or not like a show that did that not well. I don't know what I'm talking about. I still need to eat. Emperor's New School or something like that. Because what happened is like who's the guy who voiced the Cusco? What's
David
his name?
Spade.
Yeah, David Spade.
So they got everyone back for the show except David Spade, and the voice of Cusco in that show, like, honestly wasn't that great. So like when you watch the show, it's like, this is really taking me out of it. So it's like, it's one of those situations where I hope the VAs like can accurately capture like the ponies if we really like them in this movie. Because again, we don't know. Like we can watch this movie and be like, wow, that was fucking awful. Yeah, fuck this shit. And then like watch G5. But again, you know, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fun. But yeah.
Apparently for John Goodman, he wasn't going to be on that show, but then he heard his voice and he's like, that's not me. And he,
he did do that. Exactly, because he came back in the second season. And it was just like, oh shit. Okay, John Goodman, I see you.
Yeah, he's like,
that's
not good enough. And I'm like, oh, cool, that's cool. John Goodman's coming in to help.
Yeah, that's why it's nice that like both him and Billy Crystal are reprising their roles in Monsters at Work.
I think they love Pixar, and also Pixar's got
Disney money. Yeah, they got Disney money. So, for this, it's like, does Hasbro have that kind of money? Though the thing is, like, these celebrities aren't as as big as John Goodman or Billy Crystal, though.
Okay, but for what it's worth, though, Monsters Inc. and Pixar and Disney are like the big names versus My Little Pony for Hasbro. I mean, they're rolling out.
Though it is Netflix.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
That's the best way to put it.
All right. That's the last topic, so let's go to Q&A. If you want to ask questions, you can either send a super chat or ask us on Twitter. So let me do questions thing here, and I'll go ahead and start with super chats from Deli18. First one says, would you prefer no school and hot temperatures or mildly fine temperatures with school hours? None of us are in school anymore, so I guess the second one.
What does that mean? School hours? Like what, like 7 to 2 p.m.?
I do not know. I'm confused.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by
school
school hours.
Do you mean like we work? Or do we work like 7 to 2 every day? Is that what you're saying? Because like all of us are like self-employed, so it's just like, I mean, I get a lot more work done if that was the case, but shit.
What was the question one more time?
Like, would you prefer no school and hot temperatures or mildly fine temperatures with school hours?
I mean, yeah, this seems like it's very much so a kid question. If I was in school, I mean, I'm glad I had something to do in hindsight. I'm like, oh, school, I guess it served its purpose. So,
school is fun at times.
All right. Next thing from Edman has a lot here. What YouTubers you used to love but unsubscribed to, and for what reasons? Well, I used to love this guy named Saberspark, but
Saberspark, you see it. Yeah.
Well, I would say Paleo, but I never subscribed to him to begin with.
Lovers quarrel. Oh God, you're gonna have like that fucking dragon and rabbit in a second.
Well, now I'm trying to think though.
Hodge twins for me.
Oh yeah, didn't they go off the deep end?
Yeah, they went off the deep end. So yeah, I don't want to get political, but like they were saying this is shit. I was just like, you were really funny before, but now this is just kind of.
Their literal name is Conservative Twins on YouTube.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, I used to love them. They were so great.
Why do they look like they're like the minions of Dam Drops with their Dam Drop beards?
Oh God! It is so silly.
I'm okay, and this is, I'm not trying to get political. Do you think some people's channels kind of start circling the drain, and they're like, we have to take bold strokes and find our demographic before it's over? Quick, be extreme to like this audience in order for us to appeal to them.
Yeah, that definitely happens.
No, that does definitely happen. Yeah. There are some channels that I can think of, like, because I think last year, Paleo, you were doing that thing where you were unsubscribing from a bunch of channels, right? Yeah. So like I started doing the same thing, And so like there's a bunch of channels that I used to watch, and I was like, wow, I really like this in like 2010 and 12, and I guess just my taste changed because like when they appear in my feed, it was just like, yeah, I barely ever click on their videos. I'm not interested in what they do and all this other stuff. So it's like, well, yeah, like I just not interested. Like, is that sort of thing of just like, I got bored. Like fucking who is it? Like, there's like certain ones like Niga Higa. I love. He's very talented, but some stuff I was like, oh, it's become a bit repetitive, but it works for him. So nothing but praise. Same thing with Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles, I used to be subscribed to all the time back in the day, and then like a lot of stuff was just like repeat and stuff like that, and it works really well for her. But yeah, stuff like that. And then like there are certain ones who like adapt over time, or just like super entertaining, and it's like, oh yeah, I like watching them because they always like put out something unique, or if they don't upload often. And then like I can't think of like how many YouTubers I get like legitimately excited for, like, oh, they uploaded, like there's definitely a few. Like I would say like I probably have like 9 or 10. Like it's like, oh, they uploaded, yeah, stop everything, I'm gonna watch what they're doing. But most of the time it's just like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you're good, I'm happy for you. Cause oh yeah, there was this one YouTuber, I can't remember, Epic Mealtime did this, where it was like they lost most of their like cast, and then they were like doing stuff that was like really repetitive, and I was like, I'm just not as interested in this as I used to be. I used to be like a massive fan of Epic Mealtime.
These guys were like the gods of YouTube, and like I feel like they kind of defined the early 2010s of YouTube with like their here. Ooh, the fast food lasagna. Look at all the food things they used to do.
Well, once they got rid of Muscle's glasses, like, yeah, their thing went down for me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I miss Muscle's glasses.
Well, sometimes you got like a couple of jokes, and after you do it long enough, it's like, okay, people are bored. And the great challenge is, can you transition out of it in an organic way so you can keep their attention? Because like,
right.
What was it? I was watching something recently, and I'm like, how long can they keep this up until you're done with it? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, it was my YouTube keeps recommending to me this one channel that does speed runs of getting booted from Discord servers, but it's all fictional, like they're making it up. And this video, this person is putting out a video like every 2 to 3 days, and it's getting like 4 million views or something like that. And I'm like, that's really cool. But how many times can you do this joke until it's like old? Because to me, it's already old. And
no, exactly.
So, but at the same time, there are folks who are like, listen, I got my boost. Now I'm going to run with it. That's the challenge. Can you get noticed and then also run with it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because they like blew up fast. I mean, like, if we're talking about like Epic Mealtime, they blew up fast once they started doing it. Like, I think they hit like 1 million subscribers after like 3 or 4 or 5 videos or some shit like that. So they shot up. And so like they like were always at this high point. And so like now, like when you look at their recent stuff, it's just like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. You've been doing this over a decade, and it's like the same thing. It's the same thing. Like nothing is like really changed. And it's just like that you have to like branch out and do other stuff. So yeah, that's how I see it personally.
All right. Next thing from Edit Man saying thoughts on PS5 and Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drifts, and both companies not doing anything about it, and Nintendo getting sued over it. Yeah, I wish they'd do stuff about it. I haven't had any trouble with my PS5. Like, I thought my controller was breaking when I was like playing Resident Evil Village, but it was actually just the enhanced rumble in it. And I was like, oh, so that's just like a thing that happens when I press my inventory screen. Okay. It just felt like it was breaking, but it was like, oh no, it's not actually breaking.
Right.
But I haven't had like any drift with my PS5 controller, though it's also very new. I did have drift with my Joy-Cons like 3 years after I had to switch. But yeah, it sucks. I wish they would do something about it. Next one from Ediman saying scariest, creepiest monster in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Scary. I mean, like, there's a lot of ones that didn't freak. Oh, I got it. That fucking little bitch in the room with the violin. That shit freaked me out.
I was thinking of that one.
Yeah, that one got me. Like, that was just one of those, I just know something bad is gonna happen, and like I don't know, like as a kid, like there were like 3 things back to back of like these like little girls that like fucked me up in horror movies, where it was like, okay, they just had their face turning away from you, and then someone came in and their face was like fucked up. And I was like, oh god, like that like was one of those situations where I just that got me. That got me.
What is the stupidest moments in any kids film, live action or animation, and that insulted your brains?
Have you watched the Fast and Furious? Okay, like you expect me to believe Vin Diesel can do any of this? What was it that insulted our brains?
Insulted our brains. I know there's
like
I know there's some because there's though I haven't like watched them in a very long time. I mean, I really don't like Home, the DreamWorks movie, because I hate the way the character talks, of that alien.
Okay.
Voiced by Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have a reverse Uno card with this question then. So like they say like, oh, it affected your brain, but like was it like a thing like did you see it as a kid or did you see it as an adult? Because like I feel like my Okay, yeah. I feel like there's like certain things where it's like, oh, that's stupid. I can go back and watch something now. Like that was stupid. I can't believe I like it as a kid, but then like as an adult, I'm like, whatever. Fucking kids.
I know one thing. So, like with because I always hated it as a kid. With Jimmy Neutron, where they would go to space and they just can breathe, and I'm like, no.
Hey, remember that shit? You remember when they would try to like talk about it and Carl kept singing?
Yeah,
I was like, Carl, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to hear what you're fucking saying. What is this? Why can you breathe? No, this is stupid. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm back.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stand by this. Okay, like even though in the comics they explain it better, in the movie they don't. All right, so in Spider-Man 2, which I like nowadays, is funny, but like they made it clear that like, okay, so there's 4 things actually. So all right, so in Spider-Man 2, what happens is Doc Ock in his apartment building has decided, I'm gonna make a sun in this apartment building. And I have no safety equipment. Y'all aren't wearing lab suits, so like everyone's gonna get fucked by radiation because it's just like you're making a fucking sun. He says that. There's this whole scene where he like points out that he has this chip on the back of his neck, and he's like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, my higher brain function will be fine from the AI of this thing." But it's like so flimsy, and it's like, why would you make it that flimsy if you know that these things are that powerful and they can take over your brain? Another thing. Spider-Man and him fight in this movie, and they make this so clear that he is a normal dude just with arms, and Spider-Man knows how to hit criminals and knock them out in one punch. So when Spider-Man like ground and pounds him like boom, 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 it's like he should be gone. He should be nights out. Like it should be like getting hit by Mike Tyson 10 times over. Like he's not trying to kill him and just hit him. Like there is no fucking way Doc Ock should be able to tank his hits in the movie. Like in comics, they do all this bullshit comic explaining for how that works. But like, yeah, in the movie, no, that's silly. That insulted my intelligence. I still think that's so dumb.
All right. Next thing from Edman says Pokemon Go recently released got a lifetime revenue of $5 billion in 5 years.
Huge.
Good.
That's giant.
Deserves it.
It's a lot.
Make me exercise almost as well as this damn watch.
And then Edman asking, are there any other Marvel heroines that you would love to see to get their own show or movie? I was thinking about this earlier when I saw the question. It would be interesting to see like a Spider-Gwen or like Gwenpool show.
Oh yeah, definitely. They can do a lot with like a Gwenpool show because like they already have Spider-Gwen on that Spider-Man. What the fuck? There's like a DC Marvel Girls show or some shit. I haven't watched it because she's on that. They're having a She-Hulk show come, and then like I think they're doing a Spider-Woman show as well. But that's different though. I'm blanking at the moment for certain ones. Because I don't want to say like Storm because I like to see Storm with the X-Men, but they could do like a prequel thing with Storm. So yeah, we'll see.
I want a solo show of the Wasp from Earth's Mightiest Heroes because like the Wasp in that show is great.
Yeah, she's fucking phenomenal.
let's see. Then next one from Eddie Man says, who would be the final Smash Ultimate DLC character? Any theories of who it might be? I want it to be Crash.
Dude, if they can get Master Chief.
There's a lot of people who want it.
Ain't happening.
Look, we know Goku's gonna show up, so let's just stop beating around the bush, okay? We know it is. So yeah, let's go.
We already got Goku. It's Hero from Dragon Quest.
Of course. Yeah, they have the clothes swap for him. Fuck it. Damn.
He's got Akira Toriyama's like style on him. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Edaman asking, this is the last one from Edaman here, at least for now. Craziest mobile ads you've seen.
Oh, there's this great one with this girl who looks like Aaron. No, I shouldn't talk about that. Oh God. I really shouldn't. My husband should.
Mobile ads are stupid.
Yeah, so stupid.
Emily Song asking, just wanted to tell. Oh well, Saber's not here.
Saber's not here yet.
I'll tell him when he gets back.
We'll transfer the message.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Last one from Edaman actually. It says the other cartoon that tried to do the Q-Force thing is Super Drags, a Brazilian production show, which Ryan and the other people said in the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one. I'll mention that to Saber also when he gets back. And also this from Ryan. It says the Dingo documentary the Dingo Pictures documentary is being done by the people who currently own the company and would have actual behind the scenes videos and images that are directly in contact with people involved, so it's legit. Okay. That's interesting.
Nice. Nice.
All right, here's a question from Emily Song asking, your biggest hopes for Space Jam: A New Legacy releases in just 4 more days.
Kath Sousie can redub the Lola voice. That's all I want. I feel like it's just Zendaya. Like it's so weird. Like I'm like one of the #1 Lola fanboys, and it's all I hear is Zendaya. It's just and Zendaya is great. I love Zendaya. She's a great actress, great singer, all that stuff. But like, it's just Zendaya and not Lola. I don't differentiate the two at the moment. So yeah, that's how I see it.
I would say there was a question related to this because about Jack's talking about Space Jam. Emily Song said, just wanted to tell Saber that I'll be super excited to check out the new drunk recap video on Wednesday. It's certain to be ultra hilarious.
Awesome. Thank you, Emily, for your unwavering support. I'm really excited to show it off to everybody. I hope folks like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But as far as like my hopes for like Space Jam, I just want to see Tom and Jerry referenced in it somehow, because like you see the like the background characters in that trailer is like you don't see Tom and Jerry anywhere. Like where are they?
Right.
They're kind of like their own thing sometimes.
Yeah, but you see like all those Hanna-Barbera characters is like Tom and Jerry's isn't part of that.
Yeah, they should be.
I still feel like they are like their own thing. It's like there's the Hanna-Barbera with Yogi and the Flintstones, but then there's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like they have like the Iron Giant and King Kong and like all those other franchises there. So yeah. All right, but the other thing that I was gonna say to you, Saber, when you got back, is that the Q-Force, the thing that tried to do Q-Force was like a thing called Super Drags. It was like a Brazilian show. And then the other thing Ryan said was that the Dingo Pictures documentary is actually being done by the people who currently own the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they would have like actual behind the scenes stuff. So that'll be interesting. Malik Webster asking, did anyone else watch Teen Titans Go See Space Jam? This is exactly what it sounds like. Teen Titans Go watch Space Jam. Like Mystery Science Theater style. I haven't seen it. I saw the thing where he interacted with the Monstars though.
The Monstars, dude. I hope the Monstars are in Space Jam too.
Yeah,
they won't be. I bet they won't.
Well, wouldn't they just be like their old forms?
And I'm okay with that. If their old forms are like we're here still or something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's the Monstars.
Yeah.
But,
Who says?
I doubt it though. I doubt it.
Then Cobra Critic saying, "Yo, man, hi, thanks for the super chat."
Yo, man, hi.
Let's go to Twitter here. Rigid Rat asking, if you could have the powers and weapons of any main character from a video game, who would it be and why? I could just get Samus's suit. That'd be powerful.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm trying to think. Give me the Bowser crown, the one that turns you into a hot girl. I'll open an OnlyFans and I'll be rich.
Yes. What was the question again? Power wise?
If you could have the powers and weapons of any main character from a video game.
Sailor Moon's video game because she's OP. Whatever one it is.
Malik Webster has another super chat here. It says, "Have any of you heard of Neon Konbini? It is basically Rooster Teeth's version of Liquid Television." No, I haven't.
I have not seen that.
Wait, here's a question. Have you all heard of something called Sailor Moon and the Seven Balls?
I have it. So I was gonna bring it to fucking.
Was that in your subreddit? Because I think I saw it earlier.
Yeah,
because Sarah, I would go off that. So funny enough, a mutual friend of ours, a certain dear girl, thought it'd be funny as a joke gift to send to me.
Oh my God.
She sent me it with like a letter, and so I was like, "What is this?" And then I was like, I haven't seen this since I was fucking in 4th grade, because that's how long ago. Like this one, like years ago, I watched it and I was like, dude, I gotta bring this to fucking like a certain place to go. Yeah, because I cracked up because like I vividly remember seeing this when I was fucking in 4th grade, because my friend was like, dude, if you go to this place, there's this site of fucking Goku and Sailor Moon. And I was like, shut up, no, it isn't. And then I watched it and I was like, bruh, yeah, I'll bring it. I got the fucking thing right there. It's literally right there. So thank you, dear girl, if you ever see this, okay? I'll bring it to HomoCon. We can watch it.
Oh my God. Nathaniel Foga asking, what's a sequel to a game and or film you guys waited so many years to finally happen? Well, Metroid Dread is actually happening now. So that's something I waited for a long time for. Also Jurassic World, I waited so many years for like a 4th Jurassic Park movie, and then it finally happened.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm trying to think of an answer for
Space Jam.
Space Jam. There you go. Space Jam. Space Jam. Thank God. Finally, justice.
Space Jam.
So I clicked on this Sailor Moon, in the 7 balls or whatever, and I looked at the scene. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't believe this looks awful,
dude. I can't wait to bring it to the con and we can watch it like all in a room, because like I've watched it like 3 times so far, because it's just like this is making me laugh so bad for like what they do with the characters. And I was like, I vividly remember watching either this or some other one when I was in 4th grade, and I was just like, what the fuck did you show me, Dennis? What the fuck was that, Dennis? You fucking weirdo. Dennis, if you ever see this, fuck you, bro. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I was a child. Fuck. Yeah.
All right, Disco Elwood asking, question. Have any of you seen the anime called Odd Taxi? It's really good. I've seen like the first 2 episodes. I need to catch up with it.
I've heard of it. I still gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Same.
But it's very interesting. Major Mekizawa asking, question. In theory, how cool would it be if the Bart Kira webcomic got an animated series adaptation? So it'd be a parody of, like Akira, but Bart Kira. Like a full length like thing of it. I mean, I guess somebody could do like a fan version of it.
I guess so. Be interesting.
Yeah. All right. From Enigma Prince. Since these memes have been spreading out like wildfire lately due to the Fast movie being out, what's your favorite Vin Diesel family meme that you've seen? I know mine. I'm gonna say it before like Jack says it.
No, I won't say it. Go ahead.
It's like, why is reverse cowgirl like banned in Alabama? Because you don't turn your back on family.
Yeah, because you don't turn your back on family. It's so good. So good. I mean, there's just so many good ones. Like, I think I posted it, and I'm trying to go through the Discord right now where it was like, that Lord of the Rings one, that was funny. So
yeah,
he's just driving fucking Helm's Deep. It's just dumb.
That was very good. I like that one.
Good. Oh shit. Oh damn. Okay.
Also, another question from Enigma Prince, asking, what's a movie that you can't go back to now, despite you watching it at a younger age or at a recent time?
Like it traumatized you? Or like you just don't ever want to watch it again?
I guess. I mean, there's certain movies where like, oh yeah, I could only watch that once.
Oh, no, exactly. There's like several movies like that for me where I was like, that was just sad. I don't want to watch that shit again. I was like,
I can't really think.
Because one I always think of when this question comes up is Requiem for a Dream. That movie.
Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, that's a painful movie. Super painful. I can't. I think one of those like Watership Down movies, but it was with dogs. There was one like
Plague Dogs. Yeah.
Plague Dogs, yeah. Yeah, I can't watch that anymore. I watched that one time. I was like, yeah, never again. That's sad.
Got a super chat from Ryan here saying, fact, the most clever joke in America the Motion Picture is the fact that it's the third time Will Forte voiced Abe Lincoln in a Lord Miller production. yeah, because he also voiced Abe in Lego Movie 1 and 2.
That's funny.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Kevin asking, who do you think had the most gruesome death out of all the villains from G4 that have died in either the show or the 2017 MLP movie? And then
so you mean like Storm King, basically?
Yeah, Storm King. And then
he actually died.
Yeah, he actually died.
Yep, he died.
And number 2 was if you could have a cup of cider with any of the main 6, who would it be?
Well, I feel
Fluttershy.
like, see, I mean, I would like to have a drink with Fluttershy, but I don't. I see, because I just feel like, I'm assuming that we've known each other a while, right? So we're having a conversation. Because I don't want to be like that guy, like, hey, I'm just gonna buy you a drink at the bar because she's already shy.
Or
like, I hope
barn.
it's like we're friends. Yeah, a barn. Yeah, so exactly. I mean, like, yeah, I feel like Fluttershy would be fun to have a nice, wholesome conversation with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Twilight just because, my favorite.
Yeah, she can ask you about all the human perks, like what's it like being human, doing blah blah blah, and this and blah. So.
All right.
You want Sunset, right, Shaber? I'm like, yeah. So, what do you do for your job?
I would ask chat with Sunset, but she ain't one of the main 6, so I can't.
Oh yeah, true. But she's like in the background
with AJ.
All right, last Twitter question here. Thoughts on G Kids will have a North America distributor release of Hayao Miyazaki's first television debut of Future Boy Conan later this year. Yeah, that's interesting. It's actually going to have like its first like English dub.
Oh, nice.
I mean, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like one of the only Hayao Miyazaki projects that hasn't been dubbed. Or released officially here. And another super chat from Ryan S saying Will Forte was Abe in Clone High, so that's why I said it third time. Oh.
Way
okay,
back.
But yeah, I was saying but yeah, he was also like Abe in both Lego movies, so that's what I thought you meant. I thought you meant just like features, but you said production, so.
Oh, nice.
So fourth time. All right, so that's it for questions. The next podcast we'll actually be doing next week. So we'll be back on schedule since we didn't have one last week. So we might not have that much to talk about, but we'll be talking about Space Jam because that comes out on Friday. So yeah.
Look at the Slam Jam it up.
Yeah. So next week, Monday the 19th, we'll see you then. And hope you guys have fun seeing Space Jam, where you see it on HBO Max or in the theater. So bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye, folks.
Bye.